So they thought homeownership was impossible until they took these 6 steps. Bill and Janet thought homeownership was impossible. We all do at some point if we're looking to purchase a home. After bankruptcy and foreclosure, Bill and Janet believed their dream of home ownership or owning a home was gone forever, for good. So every financial mistake from the past felt like another closed door. But instead of giving up, they decided to take things one step at a time. Step one. Step one was to find the right mortgage professional. Not all mortgage professionals are created equal. They quickly learned that not every lender understands how to help people rebuild after credit problems. So they searched for someone in helping buyers with difficult financial situations or histories. This is what Indiana Mortgage Ready is all about. They asked realtors for recommendations, researched lenders carefully, and avoided anyone with a questionable reputation. Again, not all lenders created equal. A lot of lenders specialize in different things, from first-time home buyers to those who've had past bankruptcies and foreclosures. They wanted guidance, not someone looking to take advantage of them. So step 2 was getting pre-approved before looking for a house. Again, pre-approved before looking for a house. Very important. Once they found the right mortgage professional, they scheduled a meeting to explore their options. That's when they learned something important. And that was, before looking at homes, they needed a pre-approval letter. That letter would show sellers they were serious buyers and help them to understand what they could realistically afford. Step 3 was gathering their financial information. This part wasn't easy. They had to collect documents about their income, their debts, savings, and past credit problems. They also had to explain what happened and why those issues were unlikely to happen again. Right? We don't want them to repeat the same behavior if they can avoid it. More than anything, they wanted to show they had changed financially and were ready for a fresh start. Step 4 was meeting with the loan officer. Right? Not just any generic loan officer, but one who specialized in helping those with past credit setbacks. So at the meeting, the loan officer reviewed their credit report and even found a few errors that could be corrected. So check those credit reports, make sure everything is accurate. Together, they discussed loan options, monthly payment, estimates, and how much house they could comfortably afford. Right? That's why it's important to get pre-approved up front so you don't go in being gaslit by those in the industry who wants to take advantages for a bigger commission. Step 5 was waiting for the mortgage decision. And honestly, I'm going to say waiting for a decision is very hard because everyone gets anxious. The loan officer, the buyers, the person applying for the mortgage. So their application was sent to underwriting and all they could do is wait, right? It's the waiting game at this point. We have to look at the documentation, crunch numbers, make sure everything's on the up and up. But during the process, they learned something very important during this process. Even if the answer came back no, it didn't mean the dream was over forever. Sometimes people simply need, people simply need more time to rebuild, improve their finances, or find a lender that better fits their situation. Then finally, the news arrives for Bill and Janet, and what it was, they were pre-approved. Now, step 6, I'm holding my camera in my hand, so I'm going to go start looking for a house. Holding that pre-approval letter changed everything. Right? Buyers knew they were serious. Buyers' agents knew they were serious. Now they knew what they could afford. Now, they knew what they could confidently search for, a home within their budget. What once felt impossible suddenly became real for Bill and Janet. Step by step, they went from financial hardship to becoming future home owners. So this is another story from the trenches. Again, this is Lindsay Alston with Indiana Mortgage Ready. And basically the purpose of Indiana Mortgage Ready is to work with people, or work with Hoosiers who may be tired of renting and wish to own a home for very little money down, even if they had a bankruptcy, foreclosure, or other credit setbacks.